There's no way I was going to get a job that, like had nothing to do with what I wasted 4 years of my life on.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so when I did get a job, I landed in marketing. And when I first started off, for most of my career until from Orinox's all the way to Thermo Fisher, that is more so, I would say, on the vendor side of things.
Okay.
So these are the companies that are creating products that, like pharma companies or other companies like that, they're the ones that they're buying from. So Thermo Fisher is more so of a supplier, a vendor. They also sell services. Well, Thermo Fisher is enormous, so they sell literally everything, but
Huge.
that's the side of the business that I worked on. And that's the side that I had the most experience with, and it was mostly to do with like cell biology and microbiology. But now I am a little bit more on the customer side of but a little bit more in the middle, because my current company focuses on drug manufacturing and preclinical toxicology. So, sort of like the next step that you would get to an actual cure, but not like the end part that companies like Pfizer or AstraZeneca deals with.
Got it. So, can you give our viewers a bit of understanding how you actually got into marketing and how you learned what you learned? Because you're so heavily biochemistry focused in your undergrad. I think a big misconception is that you learn things in undergrad and they're supposed to help you transition to a real world job. But when you get to the actual job, it's nothing that you learned at school, and you kind of have to teach yourself. So, how did you learn marketing and in a biotech setting?
So when I first started off, I'm a little bit lucky because when it comes to marketing, especially what I work in, it is B2B, business to business, rather than B2C. So, I mean, like businesses are a little bit less picky about, like the quality of the information, the targeting is a little bit less strict. So, things for you to learn at the very beginning in terms of like having understanding how an automation campaign works, how drip campaigns, how to best like segment your market, like that stuff's already been segmented for you. You already know who your customers are. You already know essentially what they deal with. So a lot of these questions that normally marketers have to answer are already answered for you. And when you're working in a niche industry, it becomes a little bit easier, I would say, to learn on the job and learn as you go, because there's less people with biology backgrounds interested in marketing competing for my job.
Yeah.
So I think like because I was in a very special position where I had a unique background for the specific job that I was in, people were more willing to like hire me for things I may not be super experienced with yet, as long as I had like the base knowledge of what they wanted me to talk to customers about.
Got it. Got it. And for our viewers who are curious about marketing, can you kind of talk about what a marketer does